Goodbye 2020, hello 2021, and welcome to today's episode where I am going to detail my own financial goals for this upcoming new year. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Javon, and this is the place where I talk about finances, investing, and everything in between. Now, 2020 was one heck of a year, but I am hoping that 2021 is going to serve as a comeback for the setback that we have all experienced. Now, since this is a financial channel, one of the ways that I want us all to win is financially. So with that being said, I'm going to share my own financial goals for 2021 and show you all how I plan to accomplish each and every one of my goals. And hopefully this gives you a little bit of motivation to create your own goals and go out there and achieve them as well. So make sure you hit that like button down below until it turns blue to show support for the channel. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into the content. My financial goals for 2021 isn't a big list at all. In fact, it can be broken down into 3 different categories. I want to save some money, I want to invest some money, and I also want to have a little bit of fun with my money. We can save the fun stuff for the last portion of this video and jump right into the savings part and look at exactly how I plan to go about saving for 2021. Now for 2020, I was able to save up a little over $12,400 in my retirement savings account. Now, even though I saved up that much money, I will be the first person to admit that I personally did not contribute all of that money by myself. In fact, when it comes to my own personal contributions in my savings retirement account for the year of 2020, I only contributed a little over $6,000. That comes down to a little over $500 every single month, or a little over $230 every single paycheck if you get paid weekly like your boy here. Now at this point, some of you may be wondering, if I only contributed a little over $6,000, where did the rest of that money come from? And the answer to that question is my employee. You see, my employee matches a portion of the amount that I contribute to my retirement savings account, and that match equaled the other $6,000 or so dollars needed to get my sum amount to what it was at the end of 2020. My 2021 goals is to beat what I had in 2020. So instead of raising a little over $12,000, I want to save a little over $14,000 or even $15,000. How I plan to do that is very simple. I'm going to become a better employee. Now, you may be scratching your head, what do I mean by better employee? But you see, in my field, I can become more valuable as I gain certifications and take on more leadership roles. So the more value I provide to my company, the more I see on the back end. By finding ways to provide more value to others, I automatically enrich my own personal life. And since my contributions to my retirement account is based on a percentage of my paycheck, the more I make equals the more I save, which also equals the more my company is willing to match. Some key takeaways you can take from all of this is to find out if your employer is offering a retirement account, and if so, do they match your contributions? If they do, make sure you take full advantage of it, because that could be free money that you're leaving on the table. Another key value to take away from this is that the more value you provide to others, the better off you may be financially on the back end. Now, hard work can definitely be a measurement of value, but I don't want you to always equate hard work with value and how much you will be receiving for that. A good example of this is me when I used to work in high school at a fast food restaurant. I used to work at this fast food restaurant back in high school, and I was one of the best workers there, hands down. Every time I clocked in, I worked my tail off from the beginning of my shift to the end of my shift, sometimes even clocking in early and staying on late if needed. But all of my hard work did not increase my value in the eyes of the company, so my pay stayed consistently the same. So basically, the key takeaway from this is working really, really hard doesn't automatically mean you're providing value. If you're in a position of getting paid, make sure that your job sees your value. If not, find one that does. So those are my savings goals. Now we can go ahead and jump into my investing goals. For 2020, I was able to invest a little over $2,000 into stocks and $19,000 into real estate. Now let's go ahead and break that down real quick. For investing in stocks, it was super simple. I used the app most of you may be familiar with called Robinhood. I downloaded the app, I made an account, and from there, once I put money onto my account, I started buying stocks that I personally believed in. I gotta say, the Robinhood platform was really simple and easy to learn. And I also really like using Robinhood because it makes it simple to buy stocks, even though you may not be able to buy the full stock. And what I mean by that is, let's say there's a stock out there that costs $3,000. If I want to buy that stock, Robinhood makes it so that you don't have to have the full $3,000 even if you want a piece of that stock. So let's say you only had $50,000 but you still wanted a piece of the pie, you could do so through Robinhood. Now, Robinhood isn't paying me to say any of this. I'm not getting any vendor payments, but I really enjoy using the application and I think it has provided me huge value. So now I am just letting you know my own personal experience in case you want to use the application yourself. If you want to use Robinhood and also invest in this channel as well, I've left a link down below in the description that's going to help you create an account and get started on your investing journey. I started investing back in August of 2020, and from the time I've invested till today, I've made a little over $1,000 on return of my money, and I think that's pretty cool. My investing goal for this year, for 2021, is to invest an additional $1,000 or even $2,000 into stocks. And I'm doing that in order to learn more and also help diversify myself a little bit. The way I plan on having that money to invest is by doing very simple things in my life. I made a video prior talking about how I personally save money, but two of the things that I truly believe in is I cut my own hair. I learned how to start doing that, even though I'm a little scruffy for this video, but I learned how to cut my own hair. And I also bought in a roommate to reduce my overall expenses. The money that I'm bringing in and saving from just those two things is going to go to, a portion of that is going to go towards investing in stocks. The other portion is going to go into my baby, real estate investing. If you're old to this channel, then this won't be any secret to you, but if you are new to this channel, then you should know that real estate is something that I am very passionate about. And one of the reasons I'm super passionate about it is because I truly believe in its ability to exponentially increase my wealth and set me on the path for financial independence, or financial freedom as some people refer to it as. Last year in 2020, I was able to purchase my very first out-of-state rental property and have it rented out and cash flowing me some money. If you wanna know how I did that from start to finish, I have created a video playlist and I'm going to leave a link above so that way you can watch it, or down below in the description so if you just so happen to be watching this video on your mobile phone. That process of buying a rental property, renting it out, and seeing how it can actually increase your net worth and also increase your monthly wealth is something that I am super addicted to now. So this year I plan to go back and do the same thing, just a little bit different. You see, last year I put a 20% down payment on a rental property. This year, I want to use what is called the BRRRR process. The BRRRR process is something that is known in real estate investing. It's basically a strategy that is supposed to exponentially increase the amount of investment properties you're able to acquire in a shorter amount of time. And if you don't know what BRRRR means, it simply stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. It's a real estate strategy and I am super pumped to use it, but I still have a few things that I need to learn before I can put it into action. If you want to know a little bit more about BRRRR, why I plan to use it, and how I think it's going to exponentially increase everything I do, let me know in the comments down below and I'll make sure to create a video for that later, spilling all of the tea. If I play my cards right and I successfully accomplish BRRRR, wish me luck, then 2021 is going to be the starting process for my real estate empire. And yeah, I'm just super happy to talk about it and document the whole process here so you guys can see and come along with me. My tips for anyone hoping to start investing are two simple things. First, you have to educate yourself, and next you have to execute. Because no matter how much education you get, if you do nothing with the knowledge that you gain, then it's useless. So make sure you take the time, find out the things that you need to know, but once you get to that point of feeling comfortable, or once you get to that point of knowledge acquirement, just go ahead and start picking and choosing what you want to do. I promise you the best time to start, it's always going to be the present moment. So we talked about my savings goals and we talked about my investment goals. The last goal that I want to have is to have a little fun with my money for 2021. 2020 was definitely an interesting year. It was definitely a year of a lot of disappointments and also a lot of isolation. And the isolation has been my biggest issue. I think we as humans are just naturally social creatures. Even the introverts, they still have that one person that they talk to or like to see. So being isolated has been one of my biggest problems for 2020, and I hope that 2021 allows us to go out a little bit more, especially now that we have a vaccine that is made and being deployed as I speak. So with that being said, one of my last goals for 2021 is to do a little bit more travel. I want to go on some little mini vacations, and I also want to take some weekend getaway trips. I'm still going to be very cautious as I go about because I'm naturally a cautious person. But I also want to get out and explore more than what I did in 2020. Now, does this mean I'm going to go out and blow all of my money on having fun? Absolutely not. While I am young, I believe in putting a vast majority of what I make into investment so that way it can grow over a longer period of time. But I do recognize that I need to take care of myself within this process. So my health is something that I very definitely believe in. When it comes to mental, when it comes to physical, when it comes to spiritual, I need to make sure that I'm aligned in all of these places so that way I can go out and do my best in the world. So this year, not only am I implementing going on more weekend getaways to just kind of get out the house, I'm also going to be booking more therapy sessions with my therapist. I'm going to make sure that I invest in healthier foods to take care of my body. And I'm also going to get a couple of gym equipment for the house because I'm not comfortable enough to go out to the gym yet. So I want to make sure that I'm taking care of physically as well. One thing that I know personally is that health is wealth. And the better you are, the better you can go out and do. So I definitely plan on using my money to invest in myself in a sense. And I hope that you all do the same. So there you have it, you guys. Those are my money goals for 2021. If you want to share some of your goals, make sure you hop down and let me know what you got planned for this year in the comment section, and I'll definitely do my best to meet you there. If this video has provided you any value, make sure you hit that like button down below until it turns blue to show support for the channel. And also, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, then what are you doing? Hurry up and join the family. Make sure you hit the bell notification down there as well so you never miss a video when I post it. That is all I have for you guys today. So I'm going to leave you in 2021 with a peace, love, and happiness.